What's up, guys? How's it going? Just wanted to pop on live and get a vibe for you. Just doing a general collective reading. Hope you guys are doing well. Haven't been on live in a minute. I've been online in a minute, though. I'm updating my social media, putting out more content. I've been doing readings where I've been off camera, so this is a nice little segment to get on camera and be distracted and all of that stuff. You know how I like to be distracted. Come on, guys. But anyways, I wanted to jump into a reading for the collective creative unconscious. As always, feel free to like, share, follow, comment, subscribe, reach out for a one-on-one reading. $2 questions here in the live stream, and/or if you want to personalize Celtic cross, then we could do that. Right now, I'm going to do a general overview freestyle, just major energies for the creative collective unconscious. So if you resonate, feel free to stick around. After that, I might go into just a general Celtic cross for the creative collective unconscious. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. You guys are doing good. Let's see what wants to come out just for the sake of coming out here. Okay, sudden change, freedom and illumination. Depending on what you're investing in emotionally, there's some stagnancy here. Oh, I gotta take this card up. I'm getting like a shifting back and forth between no communication and then sudden change and then a spark of kind of inspiration and such. Stagnancy prevails, freedom prevails, lack of. So this is a very kind of cyclical nature I'm getting here. And yet there seems to be some maturity about this nonetheless, regardless of. Okay, let's jump into the Celtic cross and see if anything wants to come out from this. Of course, as soon as I go live, all of these distractions come, such as life. Just want to see first, before I go into the Celtic cross, a little bit about what crosses these energies here. Because again, you have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is lack of an offer or lack of communication. And then you have sudden change and upheaval intuitively. So let me just go a little bit section by section. Lack of communication, lack of an offer, and yet there are good times to be had here. So to me, this says people are having, good times. People are enjoying themselves. They're enjoying the holidays, whether or not, they're reaching out to you or not. Just having to stretch and crack my back. I worked out earlier. Six of Swords in the reverse, lack of travel. This is more of an alchemical, internal energies being mixed up here off the back of sudden change, though. So I do feel as though there is some sudden change to be expected. Could be an opportunity. Spirit channel a message for me. Spirit channel a message for me that I need to hear, or that the viewers need to hear. This is going to be a new change in the way that you're seeing something. Okay, death. Okay, this is the end of a cycle here. A sudden change in how you're going to be doing things. This is what I'm getting, is what I'm seeing here. In regards to what you're investing in emotionally, possibly, Spirit, is that correct? Okay, this is lack of action here. So it seems to be as if the emotional investment is prevailing over just the action for the sake of action. What are you really committed on building? What are you really committed in freeing yourself up, freeing your energy up? What has to go? What's not going to serve you in the long run? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes before you make a transition to someplace new, you have to make a jump. You have to take that leap of faith. And that might be, calling off of work. That might not be going in when an offer or an opportunity presents itself. That might mean sticking around and doing the live stream because it's a little bit more important. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So that's what I'm vibing with right now. That's what I'm getting right here. Stagnancy prevails. in a lot of the readings for the signs, I've been getting that that's actually to your benefit. Lack of forward movement here. Okay, and yet you are still focused on your emotional kind of successes, your past successes. You have a history to stand upon. You have successes to stand upon. You have legitimacy. You have validation to stand upon. It's not as if you're trying to explore this one avenue or this territory without a skill set. It's not as though you're trying to explore this kind of unheard of means of making a living or a particular lifestyle without some evidence to back you up. Okay. The Eight of Wands in the reverse, this is lack of communication here, lack of the wheel turning here, a lot of stuck energy, wanting to prevail and peep its ugly nose out here. Three of Pentacles is quality work, though. You're putting out quality craftsmanship. So, on the hunt for your attention or communication or external expansion and outward growth, what's primarily taking course is what's a priority first and foremost, which is this slowed down quality work here is what I'm getting here. Something that actually serves you, something that you can serve well. It's not necessarily paying dividends as of now. You don't really kind of see the future. It's almost as if, although there is this legitimacy, you're still betting on yourself here. But I think you're coming across as a cool customer nonetheless, because you know what's growing in, you know what's coming in, you know what's to be expected here. Four of Swords in the reverse here. This is just time out, refreshing yourself, taking time out for yourself to recharge yourself. Okay. And then getting back to the focus, getting back to the strategy, getting back to, the hustle. Seven of Cups in the upright is options. It's weighing your options. It's seeing what really kind of coincides with where you're at, and not, falling back to what's tried and true is what I'm getting here. Carving out your own path here, doing something non-traditional based on an inner knowing. This is not done yet because I haven't established a foothold yet. And I'm gonna play chicken with the situation, and I'm gonna come out in the upright. That's how it's looking. That's why you see me like this. That's how it's saying. You might not see this. You see the composure, though, the King of Cups. You know what I'm saying? They might not see the internal struggle, and yet you're doing it somehow. They might not see the emotional solitude, and yet you're doing it somehow. Okay, they might not see that you've had to make it a home and a hearth for yourself. They didn't see that you had to be your own shooter. Okay? And the lover boy. Damn. Oof. And your own physical trainer. And your own pinch hitter. Wow. And your own risk taker. Hey. You're the one that's going to be able to be happy in the long run. That's how it comes across. That's how it comes across. You can still be happy in the midst of not knowing, what tomorrow's going to bring. And yet it's still going to bring an opportunity. So you really got to do focus on what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like where you can let yourself out, let that genie out the bottle of self. Because you could add value to others' lives as well. That's how I'm seeing this. Okay. I think the self-sabotage is not knowing that. You know what I'm saying? It's not knowing that you could actually bring value to others. That's how it's coming across. The self-sabotage is Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Temperance in the upright is divine timing. It's leading you to the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else that we need to know? We can jump into a little bit of a Celtic cross. Celtic, if you're nasty. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Gonna look at that Celtic cross. I swear to God, this hair. This is why I don't go on camera. I don't know what we're gonna make that little center hold. You got the what's crowning you, what's anchoring you, past, future, outcome, ally, working, not working, secret, duck sauce, a bridge too far. Let's call this a bridge over troubled water. And then this sun card automatically tells me that you are catastrophizing because you have nothing to be worried about, honey. Let's see the life preserve or life vest or lifeguard, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, your life vest, your lifeguard, your life preserve is steady Eddie. Okay? This tells me that you are catastrophizing your situation for no need, for no reason. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel is going on here. You know what I'm saying? That's really how it's coming across. This is how it's coming across. So, in the past, you had the Six of Pentacles in the upright. This is watering the seed of those in need. Giving resource, balance, fairness in some way, shape, or form. Not too clear on these characters, though. See, I'm not getting that they're necessarily worthy of the energy or the attention that you're giving to them, especially with that King of Cups there in the reverse. In the future, you're still trailblazing. You're carving out your own path here. But you could afford to do so because you seem to be kind of united in some regard, in some spiritual front with the Sun Guard and the upright. What's crowning you To me, this is emotional investment. So whatever you're really feeling, really trust your feelings and your intuitions. What's anchoring you is your sense of justice and fairness and what's really right, spiritual law, spiritually right here. Your secret duck sauce. Two of Pentacles in the upright. This is like the secret kind of sauce. This is what makes all the juices and the flavors come together. And it's just the consistency. It's just the balance. It's just you know how to do this. You're good at this. It's to no surprise that you're able to be successful in this way. A bridge too far is, taking this too seriously, feeling as though that you're spinning out, feeling as though that you're not grounded or that there's no direction or that you're not getting ahead, feeling as though that you're not making progress. This is like the energy of like you're tripping. Okay, so try to not let that happen. Sometimes we spiral because we're thinking too much, We're overthinking the situation. And that's why all of a sudden, like, first and foremost, like the energy of like, oh, you're catastrophizing came out for a bridge over troubled water category. Because the sun card's there. You know what I'm saying? So your mind will present itself in the form of, oh, something is not right, something is awry, something is wrong. Really, truly, you're good. You're looking good, man. You're on a good track. What's not working for you is the Three of Wands in the upright. I think that there's like this kind of wishful horizon, this thinking that things would be better or easier somewhere else. Okay, I would try to nip that in the bud. What is working for you is the positive communication, maybe even flirtation in some regard. The Magician in the upright, this is your ally. So this is continuing to manifest, continuing to divine. Honestly, manifestation, I think, is as simple as like sitting in the sun and saying thank you in your mind, or saying gratitude, or saying heart, or thinking love, light, highest of highs, happy, home, complete. I'm rich, I'm famous, I'm sexy, I'm desirable, I'm attractive. That's manifestation, those affirmations. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's a matter of, taking that time, because that matters. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was confirmation right there. It's very simple. It's not a complicated thing. It's just kind of like realizing and remembering that, as you're in like those kind of in between states during your day. And just kind of realizing and remembering that. Now, the outcome is the Devil card in the upright. Now, I always read the outcome positively. I don't see the Devil card in the upright being a negative. It could be, being with someone for the time being in a sexy way, in a salacious way, in a lascivious way. And enjoying that, Obviously, I feel as though that you're going to want to understand this person's character, their motives, their intentions. This is a Capricorn energy. This is marked by 2 weeks' time, essentially. It's the number 15. It's also a number of balance, though. It's a card of obligation. So sometimes when you fall into someone's pattern or energy, you almost feel obliged to have to continue to follow up with them, so that's your outcome. But to me, it's coming across as more so the sexy side of relationship, the fun side of relationship. and how it works for you. But I feel as though that the only reason that that works is because you have to be aligned with your values, you knowing what's right, you really being able to stand on your own morality. None of that matters if you're, you know, a skank hoe. None of that matters if you're a fuckboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is good, clean fun. This is like sexy, good, clean fun, like God ordained. I know that that's the devil, but it's a paradox. It's a paradox because the devil is representing getting lost in the sauce, getting lost in the duck sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like when I said that this is the special duck sauce, it works. It shouldn't work, but it works because of this, because you have your priorities straight. So you could get close to the fire and not get lost in the flame. Okay, one of these gimmicks. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm hot. I'm hot just like you love me. Um, so things like that. Um, so yeah, that's how I'm feeling with this right now. That's how I'm feeling with this right now. Um, that's why this is able to work. Is there anything else we need to see here? Because I'm not getting that you're wanting to add more responsibility here. You know what I'm saying? Because the Ten of Wands is evened out here. Nine of Wands. So I'm not feeling like you're going to want to add more responsibility here. So if something needs to be real, like light foot, touch and go, man, I need to take that card up. All of these want to cancel out to the 9 in the upright, to my knowledge. Excuse me, no, they don't. 10, 11. It's an 11 card, you know, which is a master number. But you could also read it as direction. You could read it as a page in the upright. Or you could read it as a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. 2 new beginnings for somebody. And maybe beginning to see a future other than just the immediate attraction here. Two of Wands, a double beginning or 2 of Wands, seeing your direction, seeing the future. But the 3 of Wands wasn't working for you because this is more so like a longing, a forlorn, forlorn. But as this stands, this is good. I think you're taking this tried and true slow energy, and you're applying it. I feel correctly and accordingly. So you got a master number here, though. It's giving you direction and it's giving you vision. So I feel it makes me feel like you're stable, and it's apparent. It's coming true. It is. That's right. This is all about stability, slow, tried and true. Good, good, good. Aligned with yourself, carving your path, slowly but slow plodding, but surely. You're gonna get what you want, boy. You might have to take the long way to win big. I might not win often, but when I win big. Player. Let's go to the Advanced Book of Tarot Secrets by Dusty White. Let's see if there's any spreads that we like here. See if there's anything basic. There's a hero sidekick. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that certain planets were associated with the card position. In no particular order, indeed. Might want to do this. Okay. Let's do a quick manifestation spread. It's broke ass. What? Murder? Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages for this manifestation spread for the creative collective. R.I.P. to Jason David Frank. For those that resonate, strong fight them all crowd teenage blues. Okay, let's get a gold card for the minute. Riding along an automobile. So the goal is death, or an ending of a cycle, completion of a cycle. Okay, this is me actually doing it. Is the name of the category. Worrying, you're thinking, you're overthinking something. The goal is death. Well, it's interesting because death is not a goal, right? I mean, it's like death is a natural process. So you can't think a natural process, right? Mind is the second category. Physical manifestation of my goal. What's the physical manifestation of my goal? Okay, What you really want is rest and rejuvenation. So it's almost saying that, like, in your times of like where maybe you could be depressive or maybe you could be whatever, what you really want is, instead of banging your head up against a wall, you just really want to rest, meditate, rejuvenate, things of this nature. Okay? This is my plan category. To oversee yourself doing that. Picture yourself in those moments when you need a timeout to do that, because very much so the king is overseeing that. Okay? That's how I'm interpreting that. What this means to me: freedom from thought. My goal creates this effect. You're able to get up and get out there, hustle and bustle. This is me working on it daily. Turning it into an addiction, I feel. Like, become addicted to resting and meditating and going to sleep an hour earlier, getting some really good sleep and rest. That could be your new hobby, your new addiction. Who are my allies? Six of Swords in the upright, traveling. Could have someone traveling to you, or you traveling to somebody. Could also be an Aquarius energy. People will give me this. Two Cup in the reverse. Could be read as freedom, I would say. What this means in the big picture of things: clarity, victory, truth, honesty, how the world will see me. Two of Wands in the upright, having a lot of options at your disposal. How will this be of benefit to others? Shock, awe, sudden change, inspiration, divine channeling here. I will sacrifice this to get what I want. So if there are sacrifices for you to make, let's see. Three of Pentacles in the upright. You could be working with others, collaborating with others. Three of Pentacles is collaboration. I mean, it could also be a place of dwelling, where you're living, where you're residing. This is a very tricky read, but it's interesting because, like, the goal card is this. It's death. That's very tricky. The physical manifestation is this. That's fucking weird. But I got to imagine that there's a way of looking at this. See, the death doesn't have to be flesh and and blood, physical death. It could be the ending of a cycle or a chapter or a saga. And it could look like that via you getting extra rest, recuperation. This old imagery, the knights used to come home from battle and rest on their coffin and reflect and pray and thank for succeeding in victory. So this person is not dead. It could be read or interpreted, but it's not historically. So the plan, though, is overseeing, the higher self is overseeing yourself rest, recuperate. Your goal is to go with the season, I feel, in some way. And also to see something play out once and for all. Any more clarifiers on this? Whatever this closing is it's also freedom for you. Some deep thoughts here. Any more clarification on the goal, Spirit? 3 of Wands in the upright. In the reverse, I should say. Remember earlier we interpreted that as like a forlorn, looking over the rainbow, feeling as though you got to travel or something's better somewhere else, but I don't think so. Could be just writing things out where you are. The ally is a card of travel, though, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the action of travel. It could be kind of just waiting things out as time passes naturally, as the season passes naturally. So your allies can really be those that move away in this time. If that makes sense. Very interesting food for thought. All right, guys. This is what I have for you. All right, guys, I'm going to leave this here. Some food for thought, some things to think over. All right, guys, love and light to you. Thanks for watching. Holler at your boy. Reach out for one-on-one. Like, share, follow, comment, subscribe. RunningGunTarot.com and Running Gun Tarot across all social media. Love you guys. Peace.